Okay, so I've gotten 2 major endings up to this point. One where I try to leave in chapter 2, and then I get taken by the entity by the hands. She basically absorbs me, but then I think she says that she doesn't want me. And then the second ending where she takes the Wraith version of the princess. Okay, so what I'm guessing is the first chapter is always the same. It's always the prince and the princess. And based on the choices you do on the first chapter is where everything else branches off. Which already puts me into doubt that maybe even the first ending I got, like in chapter 2, where I got killed by her, where I got the voice of the broken, I could have done something different. So now I'm wondering, okay, and I'm pretty sure I have to take, like, she asked that I bring different versions of the princess to her. So I have to rewatch the first ending. I didn't do it. If when she took me, she absorbed me. I don't think she absorbed me because she wanted something else. I think it's what she said in the first ending. And then in the second one, she took the princess. So since we're starting again, I'm just gonna go along with the princess in this one. I am going to try and free her. I'm not gonna be aggressive. I'm just gonna do whatever she wants.
You're here to slay her.
Yep, I already did all this. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path.
Proceeding to the cabin. I'm just gonna help her out. I'm not gonna try and kill her.
The interior of the cabin is almost a blade is your implement.
Yep. Oh no, wait, no, I'm not taking the blade. I'm just gonna enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
This is different, right? We were supposed to loop back to first chapter, but I'm not hearing any other voices. And also, she's like scared this time. Is someone there? The first time in chapter 1, I think she was like, who's there? Like, almost authority-wise. Like, now she's scared.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Right.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Right. Just checking in on you. Hi, continue downstairs. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Don't really care this time.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
You're not.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
No problem.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yep.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
I don't care.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Great.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
I don't care, dude. I've already lived through this twice. One where she completely kicked my ass, and the other one where I kept killing her, she kept coming back. So I just want to see a different path.
Thank you. Thank you.
The weird thing is, even in the first playthrough, she wasn't this nice. She wasn't this nice before, right? No, she was almost like flippant. Like, yeah, go ahead, try and kill me the first time. Now she's really nice. But we reset the loop. That's what's weird.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't care.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Uh-huh.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Right.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, I'm going to check the upstairs. Maybe there's a key lying around there somewhere. If not, maybe at least I can find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay, this also happened... When did this happen? In the first playthrough? Yeah, this happened in the first playthrough, right? Because the second one I just went in and killed her. Yeah, I think this was the first playthrough. He also locked me down here.
Is someone else here?
Cracking my knuckles. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Right.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Alright.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Of course.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Ugh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Great.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Yep.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yep.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Right. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Okay.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
I do?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Of course not.
What are you doing?
Of course. Slay the princess. Oh, there's one. Warn her. Look at that. Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. There's one that says warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
God damn it.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, right. Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. Resist. There it is. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Right. You've changed personality completely.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Yeah, hurry up.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Yeah.
But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Right.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have we?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Are there different versions of the princess? Because the first one was cocky. The first one was really cocky. It's like, oh, why don't you approach? Like, the second one, I don't know. I didn't even give her a chance because I just stabbed her. And the third one is like, nice.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
I don't think she does.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Great.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Right.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Right, but now, in the second loop, she's gonna remember this. She's gonna remember that I didn't try to kill her. Or rather, that I was being controlled by you.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Okay. Chapter 2, The Damsel. That's a new one. So I already got...
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So I got... Chapter 2 was, what, the tower? The first time I played it. Then was the specter. And then was, what, the wraith? Chapter 3. I've gotten to Chapter 3 once. The first time I got to Chapter 2, second time I got Chapter 3. So this one was the damsel.
You're here to slay her.
Right, I know that part already. Wait, how does that... Okay, no. But I die. What am I doing? Oh, you're a bastard. I'm wise to your tricks. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning, but she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to... If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Okay, now it's the voice of the smitten. Because I was killed. Okay.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything.
Yeah.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Okay, so this voice is in love with the princess. Got it.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Right.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Right.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Sure. Proceed to the cabin. Let's see how it changes this time.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Right.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Right. Enter the basement, take the blade, approach the mirror. You didn't say anything. Yeah, approach the mirror. I always do it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Right. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls.
Okay.
The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
So it all changes. Last time it was creepy. I don't remember how the first one changed.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
He always says that line. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her but it doesn't make sense in this context, because this time it's a nice place.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Right.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yeah.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Okay.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
So do you remember what happened last time, right?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Alright.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Right.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero.
Oh, you love that, don't you?
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Yep.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
That is true.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Right.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I don't know about that.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Right.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Is it? So what you're saying is we're not really time looping, we're literally destroying a dimension every time she gets out? Here's the thing, she's not getting out in any of them. Like, there's another entity that keeps taking versions of her. Or are we saying that that other version of her, that entity, is the real princess, and she's just getting all these other versions of her to become more powerful? I have no idea. I don't know.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Alright.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We have no evidence that she's ending worlds, though.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Alright.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Nope. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. cool. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. I'm gonna say that.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Right.
That's because she's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
I have no idea.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Of course not.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? I don't bring a knife. You killed me last time and I hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Do I want to question her? Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Okay.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Okay.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Yes.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Okay.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted.
Right.
So go ahead and slay her.
Right. But before we started talking, did you end the world? Did you end the... screw it. Rescue the princess.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah.
I would if you had a weapon.
Yeah, but you don't this time.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Mm-hmm.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Okay.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Right. Something's so wrong here.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This time. Okay, yeah, you mean last time. The last loop. Okay.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Right.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Right.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Is anything you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
What?
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay. I want me to tell you what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure the rest out later. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? If you want to leave, then let's leave. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
the princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Right.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Right.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
This is so weird and completely different than the second major ending.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
She doesn't.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Yeah, we've seen this already.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Right.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I mean, to be honest, I like this one. I like pissing you off.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
So am I, to be honest. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just want to see different versions of the princess appear. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. I think we can open it if we try together. Do you think you can open it? I think I've got this.
Okay. Yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Damn, the voice of the smitten is strong.
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade.
The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right... I'm sorry, I pressed it. The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. Take the blade and slay the princess. Damn, I could still slay her at this point? This would be so messed up. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you.
Nope, sorry.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yep.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Okay.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
He's gonna take her.
Where did everything go?
God damn it, he's gonna take her. The other entity's gonna take her now. So what? He got the Wraith Princess, and now this one, right? The Love Princess.
Where did he go?
And he always disappears when I step out into the void.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Uh-huh.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
I don't know.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Yep, here it goes again. Another version of her got taken. But you don't get the chance to take that jacket, to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Oh.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get... Okay, so okay. So at the end of the second ending, the entity said, you're going to forget everything. So that's why I don't remember the events of the... I don't remember the events of the other loops. Of the other... I don't know. Okay. I just call them the major endings. Like, because there's always loops inside like a bigger loop. So I don't remember the ending of what happened in ending number 2, but now I regained the memories of what happened in ending number 2. Yeah, so now I remember being here and speaking to the entity last time in ending 2. Now here in ending 3. It's so confusing. Okay. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
I have no idea.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I don't know, man. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. I actually have no idea. It's not the end. Oh, wait, whoops. Return. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. I have no idea if that's true or not. I'm just gonna approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
Also, I always lose the narrator at this point. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. So I've grown. That wasn't there last time. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Ooh. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Again. Okay.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yeah, I've given you 2 versions of her already, haven't I?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
So I can bring another version of her to you. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay. What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you finish, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone I've met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Great. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build upon.
God damn.
My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay, so an ocean, and I've given you a pond up till now. Got it.
The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Great. Attack the entity. Destroy your body. And what if I don't bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now. Barely finished. Damp. Cavernous.
You have no need to wait. Let me see. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate.
Uh-huh.
You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Okay, so she reacts to that. She knows this one. The first vessel was just a wraith, pure of anger and hatred. This one was soft and delicate.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Right. Okay. I don't know if I asked this when this is all done. Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Right.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Great.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Okay. I don't want to hurt you. What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing to you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me.
Okay.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay, so I shouldn't... So what you're saying is even though some of them I might have to hurt them, you won't take that to heart?
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
You do that.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. A loving vessel, bring the damsel to her. Okay, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Right.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.